Good morning, this is Francis from Caffrey's Crafts, and today I just thought I'd just do a little continuation on the finishing chat I did in the last video, just to kind of just show you just some kind of a example here, just so you can kind of get a bit of an understanding of it. So here is, your typical blackthorn shillelagh. It has kind of less knuckles. This is a thicker piece, as you can see. So this would be from like the trunk of a blackthorn tree. So it has little bits that were coming out, for little branches that were coming. All of the ruffles and the hardness was kind of left on this one. So this is a stick there that still needs a bit more finish on here as well. But when you have like a kind of ruffled kind of like edge like this, if you're applying it like with a brush, it can it could not come out pretty good. So you have to kind of like spray it on to this type of thing, especially when you have loads of ruffles. And again, it gives it like an evening kind of distribution of the kind of color on it, because if you're putting it on with brushes on a textured finish, it can look quite clumpy as you're kind of going up it. Regarding the top and the finish here, you can see, so at this stage it has had a sealer put in it, and it's had two very light coats of finish that's put on it. So I would have used a sealer first, then I would have actually just on this particular one I would have sprayed two very light thin coats on it, so you can kind of see. Now this is kind of okay, but sometimes just to kind of, if there's going to be an awful lot of friction on a handle, I might just put one more coat of a different finish that just adds a protective layer. So then there'd be like the protective layer on it, there'd be the two coats of the finish, which gives a kind of little glossy thing, and then there'd be like a sanding sealer soaked into the wood, and that should do the trick nicely. But when it's at this stage, sometimes I'll take a picture of the stick and I put it online, and then I'll take another day or two to finish the stick while I'm waiting, because sometimes you have to wait depending on the paints and the finishes you have. Sometimes finishes can take 16 to 18 hours to dry. But I just want to kind of show you the handle of what it looked like at what stage, so you can kind of get an impression there. And I like putting on kind of light coats on the handle. You don't want anything too thick. Like sometimes when you use like a yacht varnish on the handle, it's quite thick and it dries like really hard. But sometimes, like if you're doing like loads of friction like over the years and stuff like that, sometimes it can, depending on the varnish you've used, sometimes it just kind of the friction can kind of get to it over time. And I just find the kind of lighter things when you use a sanding sealer, because the sealer sinks into the wood, so that's always going to be there, and then you just have these light finishes on there. And this pretty much lasts for a long time. Like people say, oh, how do I maintain the stick, what do I do? There's not much to do. Like the thing about blackthorn, it's like a new pair of shoes. You break it in, it's going to get scuffs, it's going to get cuffs. It's normal for it to have little, you might drop it here and there, you might bang it against something, but that all just character. That's what they call a patina, isn't it? That you can see that the stick has aged. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of like show you an example, because the last video I was just kind of talking freely, and I thought just today I just kind of give you a little kind of look again of kind of my mindset and how I go about when I'm finishing the sticks. Thank you for watching.